Welcome to the first round of the A Block All-Stars Tournament Bracket. I am your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, NeoXtreme, and we are coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, with a stacked card for you here tonight. 14 men looking to see who earns the first point, heading towards NCW All-Stars finale. Of course, we are in round one and we are kicking things off with a bang as we have Diego Crimson taking on the 5-time world champion Tony Lee Williams. Both men suffering losses in their last fight, so this could be a rejuvenation of sorts for their careers. Can Diego Crimson or Tony Lee Williams earn the first points in this tournament? And moving on, we have Joey Hartman versus Colt Tyson. Joey Hartman, a 4-time US champ, 2-time Intercontinental, and 1-time NCW World Tag Team Champion. Colt Tyson made it to the final 8 of the NCW King of the Ring Championship Tournament. It was hard to overlook a man who could accomplish that, not to mention defeating the current NCW World Champion to do so. But of course, in a rematch where he could have gotten 6 points in this tournament, could not quite make it happen, could not let lightning strike twice. But now he has to start at 0 points like everybody else. Can he earn 2 points against Joey Hartman? And next we got the Human War Machine, Chris Barron, taking on the former 2-time NCW Tag Team Champion Kid Stack, Omega, and Undisputed. This man unified them both, and can the next part in his career be becoming the NCW All-Stars Champion of 2018? We'll find out in our third match, but we continue as we have the powerhouse machine known as the Neo Titan taking on Joey Graves under his old name of the Golden Titan. Neo Titan won the first ever NCW All-Stars tournament, becoming world champ in the process. But back then we didn't have a champion of champions title. What we had back then was 2 world titles. One you could give up to challenge the champion of champions title in the main event. But of course that is not the case here. It is not elimination all the way to the top. It is round robin. So somewhere in the tournament, someone could beat Neo Titan. Could it be in the very first match against the Joker of Death Club, Joey Graves? We'll find out in our 4th match. And then moving on, we got former NCW Alpha Champion Ken Snow taking on the former NCW World Champion Alexander Leonardo Davidson. Both men have been to the top of the mountain in the form of the NCW Champion of Champions title. Can they do it again? Or one of them's got to start with 2 points. Which one is it going to be? Will it be the reborn Rockstar, or will it be the fallen king of the British Empire? And then, speaking of the British Empire, we have the former 3-time NCW Hardcore Champion, 1-time NCW Intercontinental Champion, taking on the tap-out artist known as the former Hardcore Champion Andy Reeves. This is going to be one for the making, as you got that British style taking on that Street Fighter Technician style. Which one is going to advance with 2 or possibly 3 points, depending if Andy Reeves can win via submission? And then in our main event, we have the former Hardcore Champion Tetsuya Naito taking on the 6-time NCW United States Champion Dizzle B. Naito was able to make it to the final 8 of the King of the Ring Championship Tournament before being eliminated by El Texico. Dizzle B made it to the 4th round before being eliminated by Kaz. But King of the Ring has nothing to do about it. It is all about All-Stars and who will win the first All-Star main event for 2 or 3 points. Well, let's kick things off with Diego Crimson taking on Tony Lee Williams. Here we go with the first match of the NCW All-Star 2018 tournament. As we have Diego Crimson making his way to the ring. If you don't follow NCW on Twitter, and I don't know why you shouldn't because the link is down in the description below, there is some ground rules for NCW All-Star, especially the point system. 3 points for a submission, 2 points for a pinfall victory, 1 point for a 20-minute time limit draw or a disqualification, and 0 points for a loss. And now you're thinking, when has NCW had a time limit? In the All-Stars tournament is when we've had a time limit. Because if it hits that 20-minute mark, the match will be stopped, it will be considered a draw, and both men will get 1 point each. How this tournament works is, of course, like round robin. If you've ever watched the G1 Climax or the Best of the Super Juniors, you'll know what it's like. Because every man in a block, we have 2 blocks, A and B, 14 in each. Each man has to compete against everyone else 1 time. That means 13 rounds of non-stop action over the next 7 weeks. These men have to compete twice a week for a shot at becoming the #1 contender for the NCW Undisputed Championship at NCW Chaos Mania 2. That is a guaranteed main event on the biggest stage of them all. And this is a man who has competed at Chaos Mania before, but only in a tag team match. He would love to get back on his winning ways and compete at Chaos Mania 2 in a singles match, but more importantly, for that Undisputed Championship. But of course, this is going to be the most grueling thing Tony Lee Williams has done in his entire career. This man was the face of the Omega brand. He was the face of the NCW brand. He's been champion of champions, a world champ, an undisputed champ, a tag champ. He has ruled monsters. He has ran a kingdom of redemption. He has joined the club, the Death Club, and he has had the Kellyak connection. But now he is alone. He has got to be focused after he's lost to DJ Young at NCW Unforgettable. Can Tony Lee Williams pick up the very first victory of the NCW All-Stars Tournament of 2018? And here we go. 20-minute time limit. First pin to a win. Let's go. Thank F. There's actually a timer in the corner. But Diego Crimson looking to show that he has the power advantage over Tony Lee Williams as he brings him down with the waistlock still on. Looking to take out the breath of Tony Lee Williams, and there's a knee to the face. Shot to the body. Tony Lee Williams now has an advantage here, but Diego Crimson instead plants him into the mat. Here we go, Irish whip into the corner. Diego Crimson, what's he got in mind here? Nothing, because Tony Lee Williams able to counter. And here he goes, looking, suplex. But again, Diego with the counter. And up on the shoulders for a swing out facebuster. 1 minute down, 19 to go before it's a draw. And so far, Diego Crimson is currently in control here since the start of the match, as he raked the eyes of the former 5-time world champion. Oh, massive bicycle kick there by Tony Lee Williams, taking the advantage going into the 2nd minute of this match, as he brings down Diego Crimson with that reverse DDT-esque move before Irish whipping him off the ropes. Here we go, another bicycle kick to the side of the jaw. And now Tony Lee Williams, running his head into that top turnbuckle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And Diego collapsing to the floor. Tony Lee Williams now springboard splash across the spine of the much muscular Diego Crimson. But Tony unable to get a 3 count, only a 1 count. And here we go. Looking big forearm right across the side of the head. Diego Crimson now looking to plant Tony Lee Williams with a single-handed spine buster. What would you call it? Like a choke spine buster? I don't know. Either way, Tony Lee Williams back in control here. Kicks across the side of the face, and here he goes off the ropes. Looking for a massive senton. Diego Crimson down, but not out, as he's able to bring down Tony Lee Williams. And now look at Diego Crimson bringing the pain to Tony Lee Williams. They know that they can't win a tournament on nothing but draws. They have to get a defiant 2 points in this tournament to at least be in the running to be in the finals of the All-Star tournament. Oh, and Diego shot to the body, forearm. And here he goes, wind up boot, taking down Tony Lee Williams, who just collided with the floor with that massive thud. And now Diego going after Tony Lee Williams, shot to the back, hooks the head, European uppercut, and into the ring we go. Now Diego looking to put it away. Can he do it? Oh, Tony Short coming, knee to the face. Tony Lee Williams kick to the gut. Here he goes. Butterfly gut buster. Diego Crimson goes down hard. Tony Lee Williams now looking to put Diego away here. Here he goes, hooks the head. Psyching himself up. And now looking for the swinging fisherman neck breaker. Look at that, gets between Diego and the ropes. 1, 2. No, Diego able to kick out, but we still got 16 minutes left. As Tony Lee Williams goes up to the second rope. Here he goes. Senton from the second. For Diego. Able to drop Tony Lee Williams with that backdrop. Wasting precious time here, waiting for him to get up before he kicked him. Every second counts in this tournament. And Diego just running Tony Lee Williams into that top turnbuckle before firing him halfway across the ring. And here we go, springboard moonsault. Almost overshot it, but the size of Diego was able to hit him perfectly in the chest. With a 2 count, Tony Lee Williams still able to kick out. As the first 5 minutes of this match has been completed. And Diego shots to the side of the head. There he goes, picks him up, looking to scoop him, counter. And a backbreaker by Tony Lee Williams. Look at this power, Tony Lee Williams. Gut wrench into the power bomb. But not done there. Looking to hook the arms. Butterfly pile driver. In the great words of Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's definitely going to be sending a stinging pain down the spine of Diego Crimson, but he doesn't have the time to be focused on a little bit of pain. He has got to be focused on winning this match. And here he goes, clubbing shots, followed up with a power slam. But Tony Lee Williams trips the leg. Could be looking to put it away one more time. And there it is, that big clothesline from hell. That could be the knockout blow as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, no. Diego able to kick out just in the nick of time. Tony Lee Williams almost had the first 2 points of the tournament. But he has not slowed down. Here he goes looking for a freefall suplex. And now looking to come off the top rope. Springboard, frog splash, nobody home. Now Diego has a perfect opportunity. Here he goes. Choke slam. Planting Tony Lee Williams, and now Diego Crimson looking to put it away. Here he goes, kick to the gut. And looking for the Crimson Slayer. And that could be it for Tony Lee Williams. Diego hooks the leg. but referee able to catch the foot under the bottom rope. We've just passed the 7-minute mark. Oh, and a super kick by Tony Lee Williams. And here he goes, rolls through. Tony picking him up and looking to drop him neck first on the knee before going in for the cover. Is that enough to put away Diego? 2. No, Diego Crimson able to kick out. Tony Lee Williams now hooking the head, lifts him up by the seam of his pants, and bam! That is going to be, that's a reverse DDT right there. And now looking to use that power, gut wrench power bomb. Tony Lee Williams has yet to slow down the pace. Here he goes, snapmare, takedown. Diego shot to the body. That looked like a Rocky's core, and a massive shoulder budge. And Tony Lee Williams hit the ground hard, but still in this match. Oh, kick to the body. Diego got countered there with that fireman's carry takedown. Tony now. What's he got in mind here? Up against the rope. Oh, and a clubbing shot. And a massive knee sends Diego crashing to the floor on the outside. And now back into the ring we go. Tony Lee Williams on the hunt. And Tony Lee Williams looking to roll him over for that cover. Can he score it off that knee over the top rope? 1, 2. No, too much time ticked away. Well, Tony Lee Williams had to go get him back into the ring. But smart for Tony Lee Williams not to let him recover, but I don't know how smart it is here to let him recover, especially when you're down to the last 11 minutes. Oh, but there it is, that big clothesline from hell, and hooks the leg. That could be it. 1, 2. No, Diego able to kick out. What resiliency, but this is the first match of the tournament. It wouldn't really help if you ended up breaking yourself. But here we go. Reverse DDT by Diego Crimson. And now Diego. Reverse power slam. Oh, nearly driving Tony Lee Williams through the middle of the ring, but not done there. Picks him up. Here we go, looking for a free fall suplex. Hooks the leg. Can he score to pin? 1, 2. No, but we are down to the final 10 minutes. As Diego looking to put it away right here, right now. Can he do it? Kick to the midsection. Looking for the Crimson Slayer. And that could be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Tony Lee Williams turned to kick out. What an amazing match this has been. And we still got possibly 10 more minutes before this match is thrown out the window as a draw. Well, what a way to kick off the NCW AllStars tournament. Like I said in the match introductions, we are kicking things off with a bang. A match that could well have been the main event, or could have been on any pay-per-view and be called a classic. But here we go, Diego now with the power. Gut wrench power bomb of his own. Nearly putting Tony Lee Williams through the ring. And just remember, this is our first match of the night. We still got 6 more. And if there is any good as this one, we're going to be in for one hell of a show. As Diego looking to go for the cover, but he wasted a little bit of time on the outside. As Tony Lee Williams able to kick out. And here we go. Big knee to the side of the head. Down goes Diego. Tony looking for a desperation pin. 1, 2. And you got to see why desperation has started to sink in. They only have 8 minutes and 28 seconds remaining. As Tony Lee Williams is just dropping knee after knee. And speaking of knees, Tony Lee Williams looking to line him up for a running knee strike. Here he goes. Connects with the jaw. Is that enough to put him away? No, does not try to go for the cover. Instead hooks the head. Here he goes. Brainbuster. Oh God. And now Tony Lee Williams Look at the distance he's made between him and Diego Crimson. He is looking to end it. And holy hell, that could have decapitated Diego Crimson as Tony Lee Williams dragged him to the middle of the ring. Or close enough. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And the losing streak of Tony Lee Williams ends with 2 points over Diego Crimson. What a match these two had. But in the end, the experience of Tony Lee Williams eventually got the better of the inexperience of Diego Crimson. You saw the difference between when Tony Lee Williams collides with that arm and where he builds up speed before trying to take off your head. That is the maximum power that Tony Lee Williams has in that arm. And I feel that arm is going to be useful in the rest of this All-Stars tournament. Here we go with our second match. And what a match we're gonna have, as we got the 4-time United States champion Joey Hartman to add to his resume. 2-time Intercontinental, 1-time NCW World Champion, World Tag Team Champion, I should say. But this man, he has never held World Championship gold in NCW. He is looking to do that by going through the NCW All-Stars tournament. This man had possibly maybe the rivalry of the year with Raiden Hamilton over that United States title. But this could be a sign that Joey Hartman is ready to move up to play with the big boys. Ready to move up to the main event of NCW Chaos Mania and become NCW Undisputed Champion. But of course, he has a long road ahead of him over the next 7 weeks, where he has to go through 13 other men in this round robin tournament. And tonight is just the first step. If he can score 2 points, he'll be currently tied with Tony Lee Williams, who just won the first match of the All-Stars tournament. And here comes Colt Tyson. You gotta believe he is furious that he could not start with 6 points coming into this tournament. 6 points would have gone a long way. That is 3 clear pinfall victories over the rest of the tournament. That means, of course, you couldn't be lax, but you have the best chance of winning the All-Stars tournament, at least in the bracket of, at least in the A division. But now he has to start with everyone else, same on the equal ground. And starting off the tournament against a former multi-time champion, after just having a brutal Extreme Rules match against the undisputed champion, a man who calls himself the hardcore icon. But either way, Colt Tyson, he's ready for this one. He is ready to step up to that main league of NCW's top stars. In fact, he wants to become the All-Star of NCW, of course. It's going to take a little bit more than a flashy entrance and an odd nickname. Note to people watching this at home, do not watch in a dark room, it will blind you. In fact, I'm actually looking at the screen because of how much it's blinking. But either way, the blinking has stopped and the match is ready to go. Who will be the next to earn points in the All-Stars tournament? As the timer starts ticking, Colt Tyson gets to work quickly as he takes down Joey Hartman with that brutal onslaught of punches. Now looking to fly off the second rope. Oh, and a diving crossbody taken down. Joey Hartman yet again stomped to the shoulder. Here he goes, tries for a kick to the midsection. Joey Hartman takes him down, rolls him over. Now locks in the arm, trapped crossface. Joey Hartman looking for those 3 points early, but no, Colt Tyson able to get out of it. Big collision there, Irish whip now off the ropes, counters it. Oh, into a Samoan drop. Is Colt Tyson trying to drag himself back to his feet. Joey Hartman tries for a springboard kick. However, missed the target and now taking advantage with the sunset flip powerbomb. Colt Tyson in control after the first minute. But I may be speaking too soon as Joey Hartman gets back up, forearm to the face, body blow. But Colt Tyson boxing the ears. And now looking for a swinging neck breaker. Looking to put him down. Of course, Colt Tyson, you got to believe, targeting that head for that Canadian bite. As he's smashing Joey Hartman's head right into that top turnbuckle, and the former US champion collapsing to the ground. As Colt Tyson looking to score a pinfall early in this one, but not even a 1 count. As Joey Hartman back to his feet. He's starting to take down Colt Tyson with those brutal right hands. And here we go, big elbow drop. Another one. And slows down on the third, but only to gain more height to deliver more damage. Oh, shot to the body. Here we go, float over into that vicious corkscrew facebuster. Kind of like a rolling cutter. Now Colt Tyson, what is he playing here? Hanging up Joey Hartman over that top rope. And now setting him up. Looking for the GTS. And down goes... Well, no, Joey Hartman's staying up until he got kicked in the face. And Colt Tyson looking to sink his teeth into this one, but no. Joey Hartman able to counter. There he goes, scoops him up. Reverse. Into the Scorpion Death Drop DDT. And now Colt Tyson slowing down the pace, stomping away at the face of Joey Hartman. And now, once again, up on the shoulders, Colt Tyson. Knee to the face. And a soccer ball kick, but there is no bounce off the ropes. Here it goes once again. Fangs showing. Looking to hook the head and sink his teeth into Joey Hartman's skull. But no, Joey Hartman able to counter. Here he goes. Oh, arm hooked brainbuster. Joey Hartman now. Moonsault. And a knee. A shin across the side of the head. Colt Tyson in big trouble here. Joey Hartman looking, knee to the face, followed up with a massive lariat. And look at that, Colt Tyson is just being dragged around the ring. And Joey Hartman looking to do it one more time. Here we go, put it in repeat. Knee clothesline combination. Like Colt Tyson fighting back with a European uppercut. Not sure where you're trying there, but there's a zigzag from Joey Hartman. Hooks the leg, looking for the pin. But no 2 points yet for the former US champion, as we have ticked down the first 5 minutes of this match. Neither men have quite yet hit a finishing move. And Joey Hartman dumping. Oh no, full head of seams. Did spear off the ring apron to the floor through the ropes. Joey Hartman gonna do whatever it takes to get to that main event of Chaos Mania 2 for the undisputed title. But there is no countouts, dragging him all the way up to the ring entrance, the ring ramp, I should say. Interesting choice. Oh, blinding lights, nonetheless. Ooh. By Joey Hartman, what's he got in mind here? Colt Tyson able to get him back in the ring. Here he goes, looking to scoop him up and run him into that top turnbuckle. Goes for the quick pin attempt after Joey Hartman hit the ground. Can he score the pin? No. And now Joey Hartman setting up for a big forearm right across the side of the face. There he goes, scoops him up again. Colt Tyson able to get out of it and turn it into that reverse DDT. And Joey Hartman could be in a lot of trouble here if Colt Tyson can sink his teeth in this time. And here he goes, the Canadian bite. And that just leaves Joey Hartman out like a light in the middle of the ring. 2, 3, no. Joey Hartman able to kick out. We've seen Joey Hartman go up against the biggest, the baddest, and the best. And still come out on top. So can he do it against Colt Tyson here tonight? Or is the Canadian Vampire going to sink his teeth into Joey Hartman one more time and chew out 2 points going into the second round? Look at that, we've got that chin lock perfect. Joey Hartman fighting back with elbow strikes to the midsection. There he goes, shot to the face. Looking for possibly a German suplex, but Colt Tyson able to fight out of it. Shot to the face. Big clothesline knocked down Colt Tyson. More of a hook to the side of the head. But here we go, big clothesline. Another one. Colt Tyson hits the ground twice but gets back up. Joey Hartman full head of steam with the rebound clothesline. And here we go, scoops him up. This time drops him. And here we go, a heart stopper elbow. As he goes in for a quick pin attempt. Can he put away the Canadian Vampire? Has he driven the stake through his heart? No, not quite. Not deep enough to put away Colt Tyson. But what does Joey Hartman have in mind here? Tries to scoop him up again. Counter, but a Canadian Vampire shot to the face. And here he goes, looking for a butterfly gut buster or a double underhook gut buster, one or the other. Effective. As Colt Tyson, what is he thinking here? Oh, that's Joey Hartman's finishing move. The heart stopper knee strike. And that is enough for Colt Tyson to score 2 points in the first round. Here we go, big knee to the face, knocking out Joey Hartman. Joey Hartman gave it everything he had, so did Colt Tyson, and that's a Canadian bite. But when he realized it couldn't work, he used Joey Hartman's own finishing move. That big knee strike across the face. And Colt Tyson tied with Tony Lee Williams at 2 points. But Colt Tyson, he was motivated after his match with the undisputed champion. He believes that the title was on the line and the lights were on bright. He could have gotten the job done. And perhaps he could if he wins the All-Star tournament. Here we go, third match of the night. And we've got, I wouldn't call him the king of the cruiserweights, but I'd call him the human war machine, Chris Barron. And Chris Barron is coming off a huge victory, defeating the man who eventually became the undisputed champion last episode of NCW. Well, not the one that passed, but episode 22 in a match against David Cassidy. So if Cassidy holds the undisputed title, Chris Barron wins the All-Star tournament. Chris Barron feels that he would be the next man to hold the undisputed championship. But this is a man who doesn't care whether it's Okada, Cassidy, Ken Phillips or King Gunner who hold that belt. They better know that the human war machine is coming for it. Look at this man. Nothing but aggression running through that body. Focus running through those eyes. But the question is, who has the most focus? Who has what it takes to win this match? Will it be a man who has yet to accomplish any championship victories in NCW? Or will it be the man who became the first ever NCW Omega Tag Team Champion and a man who unified the Alpha and the Omega Tag Team titles? I'm talking about, of course, Kid Stacked, who I believe made it to the third round in the King of the Ring Championship tournament, being defeated by Andreas Gonzalez in the third round. Either way, Kid Stacked here on his own. No King Gutter, no Wonder Kid. So it'll be interesting. Can Stacked earn this victory? Last time we saw Kid Stacked, he was in the NCW Undisputed Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament, where he defeated Tony Lee Williams and DJ Young, the Kellyak Connection, at that point in the first round. Of course, he ended up losing to the number game of the Kings of Darkness. But now there's going to be no interference on the outside, no tag team partners on the ring apron. It is just the human war machine standing across you in the 20-minute time limit in the corner, and it begins the countdown. And here we go, the human war machine just putting Stacked down. Here we go, human war machine, knee to the midsection, knee to the face, kick to the midsection, followed up with a DDT. And a massive knee kick to the back of the knee there. Trying to cut out that springboard power to hit that stacked forearm. There we go, picks him up. Looking to go DDT of his own. And Stacked, could he be thinking of the stacked forearm already? Here we go, springboard. No! Looks like a senton or a swanton or whatever you want to call it. But either way, the human war machine Chris Barron back in control here. Got that UFC training style. As he tried for a super kick, got countered with a clothesline. Stacked definitely the taller and the heavier of the two. Does it? But size and weight don't mean a thing. You can do something like that to overheight your opponent and come down with the double knees in the form of a Meteora. And here he goes looking for a curve stomp. Pretty sure that wouldn't be elite. That would be legal in the UFC. Tries for a frog splash. Stacked able to roll out of the way and keep Chris Barron grounded, but not for long. Barron back to his feet and a massive clothesline taking out Kid Stack over the top rope. And here he goes to the ring apron before coming down to the floor. Stack now, gets thrown into the ring apron, kick to the chest when he collapsed to the ground. Now Chris Barron looking to take the advantage. Here he goes, scoops him up, reverse into the reverse DDT. Oh, drops the knee right across the nose. And here we go, back into the ring. Picks him up, looking for a single arm brain buster. And Stack has a huge opportunity here. Brings him down. Looking for a sharp elbow right to the top of the forehead. Scoop him up, counter. Shot to the back. Chris Barron now. Look at that. Look at that power. Just picks him up, twirls him around and throws him as he goes in for the first cover. 1, 2. Stacked. Able to kick out. Now Chris Barron just stomping away. The King Gut, no, not King Gutter, but Kid Stack. I guess you'd say King Gutter's former tag team partner. The Stack brought down. Oh, big elbow to the head there. And here we go, Japanese style arm drag. Brings down the Human War Machine, who was able to nail that DDT to stop Stack's momentum. And this could stop Stack completely. Here we go, military press into the gutbuster. And that could be it for Stack. Hooks the leg, pulls his other leg away from the ropes. 1, 2, no, able to kick out. If he scored the pin there, it would have been the shortest match so far in round 1. The others went over 10 minutes. This has only gone 4.5. So here we go, up on the shoulders. Chris Barron looking to drop Stack chest first on that top rope. But Stack able to boot him away. And here he goes up on the shoulders. Looking to bring him down with that fireman's carry neck breaker and a reverse DDT slam. But is that enough to put away the Human War Machine? Stack believes he's got one more thing left in the tank, and that is going to come in the form of the stacked forearm. Oh, and that could be it. Blood in the eyes of Chris Barron. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No. Chris Barron able to kick out. Kick to the head there by Chris Barron, and here he goes. Irish whip now across the ring. Blood flowing down that brutal man's face. And now, oh, Stack now busted open, getting his head rammed into that second turnbuckle. And not done there, looking to open that wound even more. That running knee strike. 1, 2. No, Stack able to kick out. But you got to ask yourself, does he know where he is? Because Chris Barron has his eyes set on something big here. Much like before, the military press into the gutbuster. Falls from an insane height right onto those knees, and Chris Barron could be scoring the first 2 points of his All-Stars run, but no, Stack able to kick out. Question is, how many of these men are going to be hurt by the end of this round, and how many is going to be sidelined by the end of the tournament if they're putting on matches like these? Here we go. Chris Barron picks him up now. Snapmare brings down Kid Stack with a sharp elbow right to the forehead. Here he goes once again on the shoulders. Float over into the neck breaker. And like before, reverse DDT slam. This time hooks the leg. Can he put away the human war machine? No, could not quite get him off that combination. There he goes, looking to target that forearm. But Stack eating that forearm to the face. Counters it. Here he goes, picks him up, looking for a powerbomb. Plants him. And Stack going outside the ring now. Here we go for one more time. Stack's forearm right to that open wound, and that could be it, middle of the ring. No dragging necessary. 1, 2, 3, no. Stack thought he had it. Chris Barron barely getting the shoulder up, and this has been a brutal fight since the word go. Both men busted open. There's Kid Stack now. What's he thinking here? Oh, Chris Barron, sharp elbow. There he goes, tilt-a-whirl into the flying. What would you call that? Like a flying flapjack? No, I wouldn't call it a power slam, that's for damn sure. But that is a vicious headbutt. Looking to do more damage to that open wound, and looks like it. Stack just as busted open as Chris Barron is. 2, but no. Chris Barron, can he put him away here? Stack on the verge of suffering the first loss of his All-Stars run as he gets hit with those double knees. Remember, there is no padding on those knees. It is bare bone to your abdomen region. And that's the third time in this match. 1, 2, 3. And Chris Barron walks out of this match with 2 points and a busted forehead. But that beats better than walking out with 0 points and a busted forehead, like Kid Stack will be. But he put on one hell of a match, busted him open right there. But Barron caught him on that turnbuckle. These two men brought the best out of each other, but in the end, Barron walking out with the win. But I don't think it was as easy as that. There's definitely blood on his hands, whether that is his own or Kid Stack's remains to be seen. But what we do know is he has 2 points heading to the leaderboard.